Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I don't know a lot about NFL.
Neither do I, really.
I know a little bit.
Even though you've always said you only know a little bit, there's loads of people in the comments going, that guy on the right thinks he knows it all about it.
What I do know a lot about is English football.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go up against me on that, no problem.
Some people have requested that we actually do English football reactions and cricket and stuff.
Cricket as well.
Yeah.
Good at cricket. And all
Yeah.
those.
Have a go at anything.
This one's more geared towards me, I guess, because you've watched a bit of American football.
I've watched
and
a little
stuff,
bit,
haven't you?
yeah. I know a little bit.
You're
Not
going to get the
as much as Darren,
fundamentals a bit more. I don't know a lot about it, other than the videos we've reacted to. I've been picking up little bits.
Yeah.
So it's hopefully going to be really useful for me.
It
This.
should be educational for you, this, I think.
Yeah. So let's get into it. The rules of American football explained.
I just wondered if you can explain the rules in 6 minutes.
It's going to be
difficult,
It's going to be the basics.
I think the basics will be good.
Nin explains the rules of American football. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team. Teams are made up of 46 players in the NFL, with 11 players taking to the field at any one time. The field is 100 yards long by 53 yards wide, with two 10-yard end zones at each end. White markings on the field help players, referees and spectators keep a track of what's going on. The game starts with a kickoff. The team with possession of the ball is known as the offense, and the team without the ball is the defense. The job of the offense is to move the ball up the field and try and score points. This can be done by either running forwards with the ball, or by throwing it up the field for a teammate to catch. The offense is given 4 chances, or 4 downs, to make at least 10 yards. If the offense manages to move the ball 10 yards or more, they will retain possession of the ball, whilst given another 4 downs to make another 10 yards. On your TV screen...
I didn't know what downs was when people kept saying it, it's the 4th down or whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, really?
So, literally, I've just been kind of nodding and smiling.
Yeah, it's like the fourth play, isn't it? Like the fourth.
Whatever the play is, it's the down is the play, the start of the play.
So you've got 4
First
goes
downs,
to get 10 yards or more, and then it kind of resets.
And if you do that,
you can do it again and
you
again.
keep holding the ball.
Yeah.
But if you don't do it, then that's when I think you have to
lose possession.
Lose possession of the ball.
Well, you normally, if you've got a large distance on 4th down, you normally punt or go for a field goal if you're in field goal range.
And is there a limit to how many goes of 4 downs you can get?
Yeah, 1.
No, but like what I mean is
until you get to the goal.
If you make it 10 yards and then 10 yards and 10 yards and 10 yards,
You get to the goal in the end.
Right.
Then it'd be a goal. Then
Yeah,
it'd be a touchdown.
I get that.
So you've got 4 goes to make 10 yards, but if you do it on your first go, then you've just got 4 goes. To
I
yards.
know that.
It'll go is like 1st and 10, right? And then if you get 2 yards, then your second down is 2nd and 8.
So it's second down, but then you've got 8
You get 8 yards to go because you've already got 2 on the first down.
Yeah, I get you.
And then if you get 5, then it's 3 left to go. So it's 3rd down and 3. And then if you get the 10 yards and it starts again, first down and 10. But if you get within the goal, so if your 10 yard is the goal line, it's then 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, makes much more sense now.
There you go.
You'll see this graphic. This tells you what down the team is on, and this tells you how many yards they need to make. If you're also watching this on TV, they will also show you the lines they need to cross in order to make their downs. The defense's job is to stop the offense moving the ball forwards by tackling. This includes pulling them to the ground, stopping them from moving forward, or forcing them off the field. If the offense fails to move the ball 10 yards within 4 downs, the ball is given to the defending team at that point. The defending team will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball in the opposite direction so that they can score. You will most likely see the offense kick the ball away on 4th down to make it more difficult for the other team to score. Teams will usually have 3 different units of 11 players that come on the field at different times. They include the offense. These players will usually come on the field when they have possession of the ball. The offensive unit consists of these positions. The quarterback.
You might want to go back a little bit. Oh, there you go. No, it's there.
Yeah, it's there again.
Yeah.
So
your center is the one that snaps the ball. He's the one that throws it between his legs to the...
It's crazy that they're all Irish, though. O tackle, O guard, O centre.
Apart from tight end.
Dreadful.
You know what the tight end is, right? You should know.
That's what you wanted the ice pops for.
No one's going to get that reference. So, yeah, it's making much more sense, to be fair. Yeah. when they said so, there's like an offense, defense. Then what's the third category? Because
special teams.
He said there's like 3 sets of 11
special teams.
Right, and of each of
kicking, which is like you kicking, you running back.
Yeah.
So of each of the three sets of 11, have they got the same positions? As in like quarterback, wide receiver?
No, they'll be sort of like.
No, you're only going to have one quarterback.
We'll find out, but
you're only going to have one quarterback playing. You'll have a quarterback on the subs bench type thing. But when this team comes on, your offense team comes on, your quarterback comes on.
Right.
So it's like your midfielder and your strikers sort of thing. Whereas then the others will be like your centre halves and your fullbacks and goalkeeper sort of thing, for defence.
Yeah. Interesting.
Sort of.
Is the most important player on the field, as he's the one who decides to pass the ball up the field, hand it off to a teammate so that they can run with it, or decide to run with it himself. These offensive line positions are usually responsible for protecting the quarterback. The wide receivers are responsible for running down the field to catch the ball thrown by the quarterback. The tight end is responsible for blocking and also catching the ball in the middle of the field. And the running back and fullback is responsible for running with the ball up the field. The defense. These players will usually come on the field when the other team has the ball. The defensive unit consists of these positions.
So who was the best linebacker?
Oh God, we did a video on it. Lawrence Taylor. That's the one. Yes, I guess
that's just an opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say
Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
So you got them.
Yeah. I feel like I'm studying for a test here.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you remember it then.
So your cornerbacks are pretty much going to mark like your wide receivers.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
The defensive line is responsible for moving past the offensive line. The linebackers stop running backs coming through the defensive line, and they're also responsible for attacking the quarterback. The cornerbacks try and stop the wide receivers, and the safeties try and stop the pass up the middle of the field. Special teams. Special teams are specialist players that come on the field when there's a kick involved. Within the special teams is a mixture of offensive and defensive players, mixed with either a punter or kicker for offense, or a punt returner for defense. Now you know what all the players do and how the game is played. But how do you score? In American football, there's 4 different ways of scoring. Number 1, a touchdown. The main way of scoring is via a touchdown. If the ball is carried into the end zone area, or thrown and caught in the end zone, this is a touchdown and is worth 6 points. Unlike in rugby, you don't need to touch the ball down onto the ground. All you have to do is cross the line with the nose of the ball to score. Number 2, extra points. Once a touchdown has been scored, you have the option of kicking it through the uprights for an extra point, or try and pass or run the ball into the end zone for an extra 2 points. Most teams play it safe and go with the 1 point. Number 3, field goal. At any time, the team with the ball can kick the ball between the posts and over the crossbar. To do this, they must hand it to a teammate who will hold it down to the ground, ready for the kicker to make a kick. A successful kick scores 3 points. Number 4, a safety. If the defense tackles an offensive player behind his own goal line, the defending team scores 2 points. The game is played in 4 15-minute quarters for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. Highest score at the end of 60 minutes wins. Ties are rare in American football, and overtime periods are played if necessary to determine the winner. Different leagues have different rules about tie games. Is that it? Is that all I need to know? Well, you're almost there, but American football is filled with lots of rules, and you'll need to understand a few more of them before playing or watching a game. For example, fumble. If a ball carrier drops the ball, that's a fumble. Any player on the field can recover the ball by diving onto it. The team that recovers a fumble gets possession of the ball. Interception. An aggressive defense can regain possession of the ball by catching or intercepting passes that are meant for players on the other team. Both fumble recoveries and interceptions can be run back into the end zone for touchdowns. Sack.
If you catch an interception, does the play start from where it was thrown? If you know what I mean. So
the ball's in play.
Ball's in play. So there's nowhere you've got to make. So
if you're the quarterback,
with
if you're the quarterback throwing it to him, and I catch it,
and
I run back to your goal, I score.
What if you catch it though and get taken down where you stand?
That's where it starts.
And that's where it starts.
But you've still got possession of the ball.
You've got possession of the ball.
That's what I meant by it. Yeah. Right.
If the defense tackles a quarterback whilst he has possession of the ball, this is known as a sack. This is detrimental to the offense as a down is wasted, and this usually results in a loss of yards. Incomplete pass. If a pass intended to a receiver hits the ground first or is thrown out of bounds, this is ruled an incomplete pass. a down is wasted, and play restarts from the spot of the last down. Penalty. If a player breaks one of the rules, referees will throw flags onto the field. They will determine who made the foul and how many yards his team should be penalised. Challenge. If a coach disagrees with the decision on the field, they can throw red flags onto the field. The previous play will then be reviewed, and if the challenge is successful, the ruling on the field is reversed. If the challenge is unsuccessful and the ruling on the field stands, they forfeit one timeout. Timeout. If a team wants to stop the clock to regroup, take a break, or discuss strategy, they are allowed 3 timeouts per half. Each timeout lasts 60 seconds, and players get a break of 12 minutes at half time. Now this is a lot to take in, but once you start playing or watching American football, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, rate, comment and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy American football.
Nice.
Very good.
Head over there, links in the description, like and subscribe like he said.
Yeah, definitely.
For all that good karma stuff. That was really interesting.
Does that make sense to you, that then?
It makes a lot more sense, yeah.
Yeah, some stuff on there is good for me as well. It's yeah.
I think like sort of an analogy, I think, us sort of compared to America in a lot of cases is we've been built hundreds and hundreds of years ago, so we've got like weird windy little streets and things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Someone's actually looked at, say, a plot of land and gone, we're going to build 100 houses here, and then everything's like first street, second street. You know, it kind of it's been planned and done with purpose rather than been added to over time as much as this country has.
Fuck's that got to do with NFL?
I'm getting to it.
Hold you up then.
A lot of the rules there seem to be well thought about. That's what I mean. It's, you know, football in this country has been around for that long. The rules don't change a lot necessarily.
Funny you should say that.
I know
Something happened the other day on the match. We were both watching it, and none of us knew why the rule had been given.
Yeah.
And I had to look at the rule book and say, I wonder why that was, and we found out what happened. And what happened was the guy had gone to take a corner, and he kicked the corner flag.
Right.
It was a City against City match. It was a Chelsea player, did it? But then the ref blew the whistle, and they retook the corner. And I was like, how can he retake it? He's already took it.
Because the ball was in play.
Kicked the corner flag, then kicked the ball.
And then kicked the ball, so it went into play.
And then they didn't play on.
Right.
And I was yelling at the TV, you know, and then I realised that...
For goodness sake, referee, what's going on?
That's what I said, something along those lines. Yeah. But even then, the commentator didn't say anything. And I went on Twitter, and there was loads of people on Twitter who were saying, what happened there? Why was that allowed to be retaken? So everyone had the same... It's a real old rule that if you touch the corner flag when you're taking a corner, it has to be retaken.
Wow.
And we never knew it.
None of us
never knew it.
See, the
stupid rule.
The point I was kind of making is this feels more like someone's designed a board game. Like a load of people have sat around and gone, right, here's the purpose, and then they've debated rules, and then football seems more like some people were having a kick about a couple of 100 years ago, and then things have been added to or made up as they've gone along a little bit. That's what I was getting at, if you know what I mean.
A lot of rules have changed in NFL, haven't they?
That's what I was just going to say, actually. You know, have they changed a lot over the years? I know they have with tackles and everything, because obviously we've seen videos of, you know, with all the issues they've got with CTE that they've got.
It's like all sports, they all change and so like evolve, don't they? Into different things as you go along.
It's like with snooker, when that started dipping a few years ago, they introduced the speed snooker, was it?
Yeah.
Which I could never get into.
Certain amount of time to take a shot. That's what you need. Snooker's boring as fuck to watch as it is.
I love it, but then I was screaming at the TV once when Peter Ebdon played Ronnie O'Sullivan in the Masters final. Peter Ebdon was taking 5-6 minutes a shot. So Ronnie was absolutely smashing him. Yeah. So just to play the psychological game, he started wasting his time. And Ronnie fell asleep at the side of the table.
Steve Davis used to do the same, didn't he? Alex Higgins, same.
Absolutely.
So I get the need for things like speed snooker, but at the same time, I didn't enjoy watching it as much as the normal game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. That clears things.
Very informative, that,
I feel like I could actually watch a game now and get what's going on.
Yeah. Well, funny you should say that. It's the college final.
Right.
This weekend, I think. It's the 11th. When's the 11th? Be like this weekend sometime.
This weekend.
Or this week.
What's it on?
What channel? It'd be on probably Sky American Football, Sky NFL, whatever it's called.
Is it on Amazon or anything like that?
No, but I've got it, but we could probably watch it in here and
got the kids this
watch it live. And it's live.
It's live. Interesting, right? Yeah. Nice one for that.
Yeah, hope you guys liked us watching that, because most of you will probably know the rules as it is. And if you've got anything to say on it, leave the comment below.
Be nice. I hope my questions weren't too stupid.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers,
Thanks.
guys.